Hi everyone and welcome to my channel Starseeker Tarot. My name is Nia and in today's very special reading we will be finding out which one of the four clairs is yours. So the four psychic gifts of clairvoyance, clairsentience, clairaudience and claircognizance is what we will be diving into to see how you can work those gifts, develop those gifts, discover those gifts, and you might obviously resonate with more than just one. So as you can see, each one of the gifts is represented by a beautiful image. For group number one, we have a rainbow iris eye. Obviously, it stands for clairvoyance. And then for group number two, we have a hand with rainbow sparkles. It represents Clairsentience. Then for group number three, we have a magical glowing ear with also rainbow sparkles. And for some of you, the earring might be an important sign. I'm getting that message already. And then for group number four, we have Claircognizance with this beautiful woman and her illuminated third eye chakra. All you need to do now, as always, is to focus your attention on today's topic. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, pause the video if you have to, and when you think you're ready to see which one of these four groups calls your attention the most, do not overthink it, let your intuition decide, and then you can have a look in the description box down below where you find the timestamps for each individual group, so I'll see you there. Welcome to your reading, group number one. Everyone who resonated with the beautiful rainbow iris eye clairvoyance. So we will be finding out how you can discover, develop and work with your gift of clairvoyance. It's very normal if you feel drawn to several groups in today's reading because we all have these gifts. Everyone has them, but not everyone is interested and not everyone, knows how to work with and on them. That's why it's just so complicated. Anyway, if you hear something that doesn't feel right for you, feel peaceful about it. It will be for someone else because this is a collective message. Now I'm getting the first psychic download looking at your image, and I am inviting you, especially you because you are clairvoyant, to look at this image. Clairvoyance isn't just about things that can't be seen with the physical eye. It's also about how our physical eye perceives things that aren't normal, perceiving the supernatural, the paranormal with our physical eyes also, not just with the inner eye. If you look at the pupils, I see three beings. And most of you will have three very specific guides that help you when it comes to developing and working with your gift of clairvoyance. Three beings. Some of you might have more, some less, but we all have many different guides for different phases of our lives, for different karmic challenges and purposes. These are for your psychic gifts only. I have some readings about spirit guides. If you want to find out more, you can watch those afterwards. Those guides, I almost said guys, those guides have shown themselves to you visually. Now, you might have not understood who they are and what they are because maybe they haven't yet shown themselves to you with the way they choose to represent themselves. Maybe they have shown you, symbols or numbers or orbs, color phenomena, shadows even maybe. Also, I'm getting that some of you already have a master or a being in mind that you really love and adore and feel connected with. and you might keep, you know, special cards with them on them, or, you know, some kind of, maybe you printed a picture, maybe you even have a tattoo of this being. You love them so much because they are your guide. Take it only if it resonates. So next psychic download, looking at your image. I don't know if I said it, but I'm inviting you to look at this image too. If you're clairvoyant, you'll see a lot there. Hang on, what is this that I'm seeing? I'm seeing a scorpion. Now, you might be a Scorpio sign, or you might have very strong Scorpio placements in your chart if you work with astrology. Now, Scorpio is an archetype though. Scorpio is about, yes, very psychic, is about very powerful forces, and you are, I feel like you have witnessed a lot of very intense stuff in your life. And while it does come with a lot of trauma, what you had to see with your eyes and can't, you know, ever shake off, it has given you some gifts. So whenever you look at the darkness in your life, understand that it also opened doors for you. And that's most definitely true for myself. I would have never developed my gifts if it wasn't for the extreme darkness I was subject to, well, that I still am. And Scorpio, to me, Scorpios are alchemists as well. They can, if they are mature and work on their shadows, they can transmute darkness into light. So understand the dark stuff that you have seen is there to open up portal doors, abilities. Embrace them. If you want to boost your abilities in that sense, you have to do some shadow work and embrace your trauma, and maybe do some work on it, like try to get information about your Akashic records, about your karma, find answers in astrology. You know, it will help you. It will help you understand why you are the way you are and why you have had to witness so much darkness, okay? And I see many light beings around you. So if you have seen orbs or flashes of light, oh my gosh, that reminds me of a dream I had that I had completely forgotten. So flashes of light, those are beings or sometimes energies interfering with our earth energy field. So there's a lot going on here. I see spirit animal energy here. I'm using my beautiful dragonfly crystal today. Dragonflies are very psychic animals. So you see beings that others can't, but you see them with your physical eye. And probably also you have a great sense of imagination. Are you very creative? Would you, when things got very dark, would you calm yourself by imagining, you know, a fairy tale parallel life where you'd be just happy and taken care of and protected? Understand that you have the gift of alchemy, of transmutation. So if you visualize beautiful things, you can turn them into a reality. All right. Yeah, I think also something about opal. Real opal is very expensive, but you might have one. Not an opalite. Opalite is, you know, synthetic, but a real opal. Maybe you should get one, because all crystals and gemstones, they help us with our spirituality. So get an opal or any other crystal that you have been drawn to. You are a very visual person, and understand, please, if you think something looks pretty, it's not just something, you know, superficial. There is a lot more to why you think something looks pretty. And if you do think something or someone looks beautiful, that's your soul speaking to you and telling you, connect with that, work with it. Okay, now, yeah, that's all I'm seeing from your image. Let's explore this further with my tarot cards. This is the Shadowscapes Tarot, and that's very fitting because there is a lot here I'm sensing in your energy that has to do, you know, with intensity and with darkness or shadow. But remember, you are here to transmute it. Also, this symbol looks like an eye to me, and there is a sun in the center where the pupils are. Let's see. Please, Spirit, team of group number 1, can you tell us more about their gift of clairvoyance and how they can work with it? What are they supposed to do with it? What do they need to know? I don't feel comfortable doing this. It's very slippery. Oh, okay. 8 of Wands. That is such a good card because this is about the energy finally flowing right now. I'm getting this sense of fear for some of you, a blockage. Some people, understandably, are afraid when they get very blunt and obvious signs of their abilities. If something has happened to you where you saw, felt something, experienced something, and it was out of this world, embrace it. It's good. It's a good thing. It's nothing negative, but always protect yourselves and work with your spirit team. Ask them to guide you. You are also being encouraged to drop some baggage. I don't know what this baggage is, but this is something blocking your gift. And this could be so many different things, like negative people who like always, make you feel down. Also some burdens. You are encouraged to drop a burden because any burden lowers your psychic energy. If you do that, if you spend more quality me time, if you practice some more self-love, and if you spend more time connecting with yourself and your higher self and your spirit team, your skills will really boost and pick up speed a lot. Again, I'm seeing this animal here. So you might have an actual pet with you, and your pet sees everything that you sometimes also see, but they see a lot more. And you might be someone who has another gift, which is animal communication. So it's not really that much linked to clairvoyance, but you would be a great animal communicator, or communicating with children even who can't fully express themselves yet because you are very intuitive. You're probably also an empath. Make sure that if you are hypersensitive, that you stop caring and connecting with other people's energies too much. It's not your job to heal everyone. It's actually now your job to discover these gifts, and the more you do what I've just said, the more this will develop and pick up speed. Let's see what more you are supposed to know. You are protected, by the way, as well. A big message, you are protected. I'm seeing this shield or this umbrella from above, because everyone who is very intuitive and hypersensitive attracts all sorts of energies. So you are protected. You are very much protected because you are supposed to do this right now. You're meant to, so Spirit has your back. 7 of Cups. That is such a good card for anything psychic. I want to look at it closer. Yeah, there's the seashell symbolism again. I kind of saw in the beginning. There's a plan, a map, and there is this floating tree castle. Okay, so there's a lot going on this card. Look how she's pointing towards this floating tree castle. There's a castle here. I don't know if you can see it. This reminds me so much about the reading I did. What was it called? Can't remember right now, but one of the cards was Lemuria. Okay. Lemuria. So you have a connection, you have a strong connection with some beings, a tribe, a group, a planet who are developed in a more advanced way than us human souls. And again, these 3 beings I saw in the very beginning come from there. So you could be a star seed or someone who is more than just a contactee, like you collaborate with these other beings. They don't have to be galactic beings. Those could also be angelic beings from the Crystal Palace. So your clairvoyance really makes you see other realms and other worlds. And the more you lose fear and the more that you appreciate it and want it, the more you will see. So if you want to see these beings, then just gently ask them and give them permission to make themselves known to you, because there is a lot more that what has happened until now, a lot more that they want to say to you is literally written in your life plan. Watch my Akashic Records reading, my recent one, if you want to find out more, because there is more. Like, this is written in your life plan. And also, very important message, what you have to do in order to be more secure and firm with your gifts is to not share about this with other people, because their judgment will probably bring you down, or their skepticism, or maybe they will say something to you that will completely bring you off your path. Something else I wanted to say, and don't think you're crazy. I mean, I know how trippy it can get sometimes when things just are too trippy, too paranormal, too supernatural. You are not crazy. This is your new reality, you know, and you're not insane, all right? So the more that you embrace this, the less you will feel skeptical and fearful about this. And then, you know, you will boost it. You're not insane. And there's a lot going on with you, especially for those of you who are kind of experimenting with substances. Be very careful with that, because sometimes even a little zip of wine or something that is quite innocent can really boost these antennas that we have. So if you want to feel more in charge and more in control, go clean when it comes to that if you can. You know, don't have alcohol, don't have whatever you have been consuming, because that will kind of nurture these fearful elements that cause blockage. You can do this with an absolutely sober mind. What else? Yes, star beings. I get so much starseed energy. I have a reading titled Your Mission on Planet Earth as a Starseed. I will try and remember to link it in the description box down below. Remind me if I forget. If you feel like you're a starseed and you don't know what to do with it, watch that reading. Ace of Swords, that is really cool. I love the butterfly. Can you see it? We have several ones, but this one really stands out because it's purple and orange. So psychic and vibrating very high. That is you. That is your energy. There is an eye on this sword here. So third eye chakra, you might want to listen to some third eye chakra opening meditations. Massage this spot with a specific crystal if you want to stimulate it, and maybe do that before you do some kind of energy work. Stimulate your third eye chakra with a crystal, just with your hands, or put some, you know, oils on it, whatever tickles your fancy. And really trust that a lot of information comes through your crown chakra, because these beings, they want to work with you. Angels, galactic beings, your guides, they have so much to say to you, and the way they communicate with you is giving you input through your crown chakra, and then your higher self translates that into visions. So you might not be great at, or like your communication is not really centered around words or anything written, or images. So trust everything you see. And if you ever ask your guides a question, I don't know, something about how can I heal my body? For you, most likely their answer will be a dream, a daydream vision, or something that you will just see in your mind's eye. It won't necessarily be something in text form, if you understand what I mean. And trust what they tell you, because they have so much to say to you. What else? There is something about a hole in your chest. Do you feel like you have a hole in your chest? Do you feel like you can't breathe sometimes? I never give medical advice here. I only give spiritual advice as a medium. Go see a health professional for that. But do you have difficulty breathing? Do some mindful, deep breathing. And, you know, in Qigong, for example, they work a lot with visualizing divine energy coming through your body and purging out the negative energies and stimulating all your chakras by breathing. They see the breath as this force that travels through the body and does all sorts of magic. Do some deep breathing. Look up some Qigong exercises, because I see a Qigong exercise here where you are supposed to kind of roll around this energy ball, and you lift it and you drop it. You do this movement and you breathe very intentionally, and it does work wonders. So do that to make magic happen. Knight of Pentacles. So this will develop into something quite big if you are consistent. So depending on how invested you are, it will have an outcome where you potentially might turn this into a career or into something where, yeah, you will have some sort of tangible, very, very tangible, long time success. But it will take time. It does take effort. And if you don't succeed with anything that you have been told to do here the first time, or maybe after 10 times, if you haven't succeeded, doesn't mean that it's not working. Just keep on doing it. And you will see little bits of success, you know, little milestones, but keep going, and the longer you go, the better it will get. Yeah. So if you have been wanting to, I don't know, become some kind of healer or oracle, I don't know, there is potential for you to do that. Yeah. If you enjoy this reading, please leave a thumbs up. It would mean a lot. I want to get the oracle cards for you now. In the meantime, you can leave a comment if you want to support me and what I do. If you don't know what to say, obviously leave an eye emoji. And if you are new and would like to join our lovely tribe, then please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies, but it's German, so I'll be translating. And we have a rainbow eye here, kind of. I did not do this on purpose, but here we are. Oopsie. Rainbow. Rainbows are great signs always for everyone, depending on their situation. But for you, if you see rainbows, actual rainbows or rainbow lights, orbs, it has to do with your guides, encouraging you to see and trust the magic, okay? Because you see a lot of magical things. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of your gifts. What else do group number 1 need to know, please, Spirit? I get this star symbol for you. So do you love stars? Are you a star being? Do you love astrology, by the way? If you want something more practical, you'd be doing great at astrology. It's very complicated, but it's probably might be one of your gifts. And why is it getting so gloomy right now? I hope the sun's going to come out again. Here we have 47, sacred reverence. Okay, I read, it says Ehrfurcht in German, and I thought it said Frucht. Frucht is fruit. There is never any coincidence. So fruit, there is definitely a fruit for you to reap, okay, but you need to grow it first. And it could be that you're feeling a little bit discouraged because you have to grow this fruit from scratch. You have to find the right soil for a seed to place it in there. You have to nurture that seed in the soil. You have to see the tiny plant grow. You have to nurture and protect that plant, and it has to grow. But there will be a wonderful fruit here. 47 is my younger brother's lucky number, so it might be your lucky number as well. He sees 47 everywhere. I see 444 everywhere. There is a key, and because there is never any coincidence, I've just talked about my brother, who I'm very close with. You might have a kind of twin flame, and this is extremely rare. Not everyone has a twin flame, and they are not always romantic. You might have a twin flame on another planet or in the spirit realms, helping you grow this gift of clairvoyance. Or your guides are so connected with you that you are probably actually family. You know, sometimes we change our connection with our guides. Sometimes they, help us for a lifetime, and then when we transition, we help them when they incarnate. So you have such a strong connection with these other beings. Maybe you are an earth angel, and that is also extremely rare. So I don't know what your situation is, but bringing healing to the world and this key of higher knowledge, ascension. Mother Gaia, planet Earth, is ascending, and you will be playing an important role there, in the sense that you will wake up other people, show them about the realms that are hidden to, regular people, in the sense that they have not developed their gifts. No one is better than others, okay? We're all the same. It's all one love, but there is potential for you to bring a lot of healing and knowledge and help the collective. And this is truly a divine, sacred gift that you were blessed with as a task to fulfill in this lifetime. And again, we have stars here. Heart symbolism. If you find a lot of heart-shaped things, those are signs from this being that loves you so much and guides you right now. 43, the spirit of gratitude. Gratitude is the highest vibration, they say, when it comes to manifestation. When you feel grateful, you attract more things to be grateful for. And the message for you here is that you should be grateful for this gift. And I'm saying that to those of you who are kind of afraid. I know how scary it can get sometimes, and how you can feel like a weirdo, like an outcast, because you are very different compared to other people. Be grateful for being that kind of person, for this kind of lost unicorn energy. Yes, it's difficult because you feel like you never fit in, or you can't really show the real you to the outside because they'll say you're crazy. But this is a gift because you have so much wonderful work to do here. And everything that you have been experiencing is something positive, and work on your crown chakra. Work on that as well, because that's your kind of antenna for your spirit team to give you that input, those psychic downloads. And trust that your cup will be filled. You might be feeling like cup's empty, that you haven't really been able to use your gifts a lot, or that you haven't had any success with it, no recognition for it. That will happen, but first you need to learn to be appreciative of your accomplishments so far. And since I'm seeing this ear here, I don't know if you were going to watch the ear group. Maybe you should. Only if you feel drawn to it though. We get another 4 card now. No. 3, that reminds me, when I started recording your group, my camera showed 333, so 3 minutes 33 seconds. 333 might be your angel number. If it is, It's perfect confirmation of these 3 beings guiding you, or however many you have. And it says shining bright. Shining bright, erstrahlen. So you are a bright star, no matter what other people have told you or what you might think of yourself because of the darkness you have had to witness so far. You are a bright star, and just because other people don't recognize that doesn't mean that you are not. And I keep on quoting this one quote because I love it so much. If everything around you is dark, look closer, you might be the light. And again, the more you do what you have been advised to do here, the more you will shine, and people will be able to tell because you'll be glowing, all right? And you're not here to hide your gifts or to feel kind of, self-conscious about it. Be proud of it, be grateful, work it, and you'll be able to do a lot of good things in this world. There are stars everywhere on each card, which is no coincidence. Beautiful butterfly creates closeness or connectedness, näher schaffen, number 10. So I see the 10 here as Wheel of Fortune energy. The Wheel of Fortune is about, our karmic cycles. You can break a cycle here. And I see, again, I compared you to this butterfly, and here it is again. Look, different decks, same thing. You are a butterfly, and you have been trapped until now. It's like this butterfly is in this prison, and this is, the blockage, you blocking your gift because you might have been told that you're crazy or ugly or stupid or anything negative, or the trauma that you have been through has kind of, kept you from doing anything spiritual. So do the shadow work, practice what you have been told to do here. Now that you have a helper here, this being that loves you so much, they will give you many signs. Butterflies for sure will be a sign from them, and you're really supposed to break free. You're supposed to break free and see the magic and experience it and show it to other people. And you can only do that by, embracing your gifts and doing the shadow work. And in past lives, you probably suppressed these gifts, or you were in a similar situation. So know that if you manage to do the magic now, you have accomplished a huge breakthrough on your karmic path. But this is all very blessed and very beautiful energy. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you made it until the very end and you want to let me know, leave a butterfly emoji. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Sending you many blessings. Thank you to my channel members, and thank you to all of my supporters. Until very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 2, everyone who resonated with the rainbow orb hand, Clairsentience. So we are about to find out how you can discover and develop your gift of Clairsentience. That being said, if you felt drawn to any other group today, feel free to check out those messages as well, because we all have all of these gifts within us. They're all available to us. It's just that not everyone has an interest in them. Not everyone knows how to work on those gifts. But yeah, if you hear something that doesn't resonate with you, don't take it, please, because it's a collective reading. Only take what feels right. Feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. I need to take my grounding breath. Feel free to do it with me if you like. I just always feel so good. And I'm a very intuitive medium, and I just turned around this card here because it was upside down. So I don't quite understand what that means, but maybe you have to you have to get unstuck is what I'm seeing. I'm being shown through clairvoyance the image of the Hanged Man in the Major Arcana. And while it does feel very frustrating when we are stuck, sometimes it happens for a reason, because we have to wait for divine timing to do its magic, or because we are forced to do some kind of energy work whilst being put on hold, or because we are challenged to change our focus. So if you have been struggling with anything in life, and especially kind of your spiritual psychic abilities, it could be that you need to get unstuck. There is a lot bottled up within you energetically, and it feels like, you know, you're under pressure. I don't know if you realize this or not, but you're under pressure because you have been intentionally or unintentionally suppressing your gifts. You need to let them flow, like this hand. And I'm encouraging you to please look at this image here, look at this hand, and I'm noticing a star again. There's an actual pinky orange star a little bit above the middle finger. So star energies are relevant for you, but in a sense that I'm hearing reaching for the stars. Anyway, so clairsentience, what does it mean? It means that you feel what others can't feel. You feel what can't be felt by regular standards. And these feelings are, you know, sensations and emotions, but also for some of you, feelings that you can pick up on with your normal senses. So there's just so much going on with you. I'm being bombarded with symbols and downloads. That's why I'm struggling a bit to find a common theme here. But I just need to say it again, and this will be relevant for the information in this reading. You have a star connection, a galactic connection, some of you, and many of you have powerful past lives in Egypt, ancient Egypt. I do have an Egyptian reading here, Egyptian gods and goddesses. Feel free to check it out if you feel like that would help you. And there is something about the symbol of pyramids, and I understand exactly what they're trying to say here, your spirit team. The cube of Metatron, Metatron's cube, is sacred geometry. And again, you are being told to unblock and unlock and find new balance, which is gonna result in you gaining so much psychic power from it all. I will have to ask the tarot to give us further information. But yeah, I'm asking you, have you been feeling the energy, for example, in a room, or the energy of a person before you found out what the deal was? For example, did you meet up with a friend and you had this intuition even before meeting them, or this sensation that they were going to be in a certain kind of mood, and then you met them and they told you what was going on? Or can you not handle sometimes going to public places because it feels like you soak up people's energies? You can feel their sadness and maybe also their joys. If that happens, if you are an empath, you are clairsentient. But also, again, it could very well be that you feel with your hands and fingers maybe, or with your skin. I'm getting a lot of skin sensations, that you feel energies around you that you are otherwise not aware of. It often happens to me that I feel something similar to a touch without being touched. You know, I feel some kind of warmth or a breeze on my skin. So if that happens to you, it's maybe that you feel spirit energies around you, some beings or the energies. There's a lot of energy in your hands and fingers, and this is true for absolutely everyone out there. This is where you might want to practice mudras. I call it yoga for the fingers, or acupuncture in your hands, also palmistry. Is that something you are interested in? Maybe that might be your absolute thing, you know, palmistry, reading people's lines on the palms of their hands. Then again, I'm someone who loves to wear rings on specific fingers because they are aligned with specific energies and planets. Look into that, because that might become your thing that you could turn into some kind of you know, skill other people will turn to you for. Healing touch as well, because your magic flows through your hands and fingers mainly, and feel free to kind of use your hands as a tool to check the energy maybe of a person. Kind of hold your hand. I don't know if you can always do that, probably not, but kind of hold your hand close to that person and see what sensations come through your hands. Can you feel tingling? Can you feel burning sensation? Can you feel something cold? Your hands, they pick up on these invisible energies and they tell you immediately if you're good to go, if you should keep your distance or whatever. I can feel it right now. I can feel tingling through my hands. So much magic. So let's get into your tarot. This is the Wizard's Tarot. Dragons might be a sign for you, or an important spirit animal, or maybe if you're watching in real time, this reading is timeless. The year of the dragon 2024 could have been a very fated year where things happened, good and bad, that triggered and awakened your psychic senses. So please, spirit team of group number 2, guides, angels, beings of love and light who want to help group number 2 with their growth. What do they need to know about their gift of clairsentience? How can they work with it, develop it, boost it? What do they need to know? Okay, that was kind of trippy how this card again moved on its own. There's a reasonable explanation for it, but still, that means something. What am I doing here? Look at that. Okay, what do you see here? Before I say anything, what do you see here? What do you see? I see 2 specific things. Many of you might see a heart. That was my initial thought. But I see pyramids, okay, and I see a cat. So, do you know about the lion people? If you are intergalactic beings, look up the lion people. You might have a connection there. Or any god or goddess that works with feline energy. And pyramids. Pyramids. Also, sacred geometry. Have you been shown shapes? Also, I feel like you should probably combine your clairsentience with clairvoyance, work those 2 together, and a lot of awesome stuff will come from it. I see this eye here, evil eye, right? I was kind of getting this also with the hand symbolism. You know how there is Reiki where you heal with hands? There is an energy about you where you can kind of shield yourself and maybe others from negative energy, where you can push away negative energy. I've seen that before in ASMR videos where people were kind of, I don't know, plucking away their viewers' anxiety or something. I see you doing this. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but like, you know, shoving away negative energy. You can make energies move with your hands. Yeah. And that might have been a skill you learned in a past life in Egypt or something along those lines. 7 of Pentacles. Did I call you alchemists or did I call group number 1 alchemists? I don't know, but we're all alchemists actually, if we want to. But see all these potions here? I hope you can see them all right. This person with the books, that is you. So you are being encouraged to learn more about anything psychic, but your spirit team will send you the right book or the right master, the right teacher to get information that's really going to help you take it to the next level. I do see, I'm looking at it closely, wisteria here. So that might be a plant medicine. You have more gifts than just, you know, what I was talking about here. You know, the hands are so important for you. So any craft that you do where you use your hands, similar to Reiki, you use that energy that you channel and let it flow through your hands, and you make something with it. You manifest with your hands. Manifestation comes from the Latin word for hand. So maybe you want to make plant medicine or potions or something, but you're being encouraged to learn more. Maybe do what is happening. Okay, that is so trippy. That is giving me goosebumps. I'm using a ring light. And that really startled me. I'm using a ring light, and it's never done that. You noticed how it blinked and it turned itself off. What kind of message is that? Let me see if I can fix it. Okay, I was not able to fix it, unfortunately. I'm using some kind of different light source now, but that was super trippy, and that reminds me of a gift my dad had. He was able to interfere with electricity using his hands. Your hands are incredibly powerful. They interfere with electromagnetic fields. My dad was sitting at my grandparents in their salon, and he was doing this, and then upstairs the light went on and off, and I still remember that because it kind of freaked everyone out, but it was so real. So that's your message. Oh my gosh. So use your hands, they are charged. What do we have here? 7 of Swords in reverse. Angel number 777 is a sign for you when it comes to your psychic and spiritual journey. And I was talking about books, and I think I was talking about you maybe looking into doing some kind of training or booking a course or a class of some sort. You're being encouraged to do that. There is a door. I'm also getting that some of you might have recently decided to leave a certain path. Maybe you or a certain teacher. This could be on a bigger or on a minor scale. You dropped out of some kind of learning path. Maybe you stopped watching certain readers on YouTube because they were not doing it for you anymore. You stopped following certain books or guides, or maybe this is your actual job, or, you know, how should I call it? Like material, physical world training. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Always follow your gut, because what you had been studying there was not good for you. Also, you might have been fed some false information about your psychic gifts. This is a very particular message that will only resonate maybe with one person, but I need to say it. You are very powerful, and you might have sought advice from, I don't know, like a reader, a psychic medium, and they gave you a lie because they were kind of jealous of your gift. Jealous also, or deceived. So drop that kind of piece of wisdom or teaching that you have been fed, because it doesn't serve you, and you'll know exactly what this is. But yeah, you need to keep on learning, because your hands are so powerful. And I'm not sure, was this card in the reverse or in the upright? I'm going to leave it in the upright because you have now been given this information. So it will be, you know, for your benefit. This ring light situation really confused me, and I'm now paranoid that the camera isn't recording anymore, but it is. Okay. Hang on, what's this? I see a magic wand. So I think this could be talking about dowsing. You know, dowsing rods. Get yourself some dowsing rods. You will be super good with that. And again, like anything you touch will be powerful because of the energy in your hands. But yeah, perfect your craft, learn about it. What else for group number 2, please? I'm being shown 11 as a date or a time. Do you know what that means? Do you have an appointment scheduled on the 11th or at 11 o'clock or something? You tell me. Judgment. There's an owl, which is very good. I see kind of a bride here coming from this coffin. Let me have a closer look. Okay, for some reason, I think that this one here in the background is you. You can be male or female. It's all about the energies. You have a wizard's hat. All of those brides don't have one. There's like another person. So obviously it won't resonate with many people, but I have to say it. It could be that you were betrayed by your romantic partner, that they cheated on you and you found out because of your psychic gifts. So, or you might be kind of fearful about using your psychic gifts because so far you have only kind of found out negative stuff because of them, but don't judge your gift because of that. You need to use your gift. There's some betrayal energy for sure. So this could be cheating in a romantic relationship or some kind of other betrayal where someone close to you broke your trust. And you knew about this because you are clairsentient. You knew about it. And right now, if you haven't figured this out yet and you do feel something, please investigate. I mean, it doesn't have to be so dramatic. This could be something minor. But please, 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 please trust your instinct, because your instinct is always right. There is some kind of betrayal going on for some of you. And your guides want you to use your gift to kind of help others like you use their abilities. So you might become a teacher eventually after studying enough to use their gifts to kind of have justice served, to serve justice. This is also something very important on your life path for your karma. So I'm very relieved to see this mighty owl guide here. So you have absolutely someone watching over you and guiding you in the right direction. And again, I can't encourage you enough to trust your instinct, to trust your gut instinct and your initial kind of emotional reaction. Trust it, because you are clairsentient. You feel the truth. You are very connected to the truth. You feel it as your gift. What else? Okay, I love that. I love that so much. Look at this card. It looks very much like the image you chose. Ace of Pentacles. And just let me have a closer look what this tattoo is. Oh, that's a little, what is this? The camera probably doesn't do it justice. Here we have this little gnome or elf or goblin. Goblins have a bad reputation, but they're actually quite fun to work with if you believe in these entities. What meaning does that have though? So clearly, you might think that what you have is a curse, but really it's not. It's your gift, and that's where you have to shift your perspective. Because so far, again, you might have been demonized for being different, and people might have told you that it's eerie that you know these things where you couldn't possibly know them, that you anticipate events that actually happen, or that you kind of put people on blast because they lied to you and you knew. That's not a curse, that's something very valuable. And the more you find pride and joy in it, the more it will manifest into something where you have actual good experiences, okay? It's absolutely a gift and a blessing, and something you have to work with. And again, anything you make with your hands will be touched by this energy that just flows through you. So I don't know what you do. This could be about arts and crafts. This could be quite a normal kind of, practical job where you build furniture. Maybe, I don't know what you do with your hands, or maybe you're a hairdresser, whatever, or gardening, anything. You have this gift. I'm so blown away how this looks so similar to your image. It's a gift. It's a gift. And be careful about, people kind of telling you that you're creepy or weird or whatever. Don't listen to them, because they will block your gift and your inner demons as well. Do some shadow work to get rid of that. This is such a trippy reading, yours. Let's get some oracle cards. If you're still watching and if you appreciate it, please leave a thumbs up. It helps a lot. Comments help so much as well. If you don't know what to say, leave a... Why do we not have a pentacle? Or do we have a pentacle emoji? I hope we do have one. Leave one similar to that. And if you are new and would like to join our lovely tribe, please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. It's German, so I'll be translating for you. So many rainbow vibes today, which I love. Also, there is something about your facial expression I'm being shown right now. Something about your face. Do people tell you that you have a resting witch face? Don't let people make you feel insecure about your face. You know, I've been told that many times, that I look so, you know, sinister or gloomy. Well, my life's been sorry, I said that. Oh my God, I need to edit that out. My life's been traumatizing. So people just judge others by very superficial terms. Don't let anyone judge you. This reading, really something different. Oh, lovely. 16, the royal self. So I was talking about people judging the way you look. You know, you just have a lot of energies going through. You've been through a lot. So take pride in who you are, because you are kind of royal in the sense that you have some kind of superpowers for sure. 16 is the tower in the major arcana, which talks about trauma and which can talk about, you know, shocking events. They don't necessarily always have to be negative, but, you know, a shock never really is that positive, no matter what happens. So you shock people. I believe you shock people, and take that as a compliment. I know it's hard, but take that as a compliment. Take pride in the fact that you can blow people away by, you know, knowing things you couldn't know or doing things no one else can. Take pride in it, because you are so blessed, you're so gifted. And the more you find pride in it, the more it will be shown to you by the outside world. Before I started my tarot channels, I have another one, a psychic mediumship one, Heaven's Bridge Tarot, if you're interested. I got a lot of criticism and, you know, negative energy from people when I showed my abilities. That has changed ever since I decided to, you know, kind of go public. So you can do the same. You can do the same. And you'll find your tribe who will be grateful to you for being who you are. And you're kind of a truth exposer as well, because you feel the truth. You're very connected to the truth. No one can betray you. And this also goes for, you know, a lot of societal issues and brainwash and politics. So naturally you will upset people if you know the truth and everyone else is brainwashed and you try to express that truth. They hate you. Well, no one is hated more than he or she who speaks the truth. So take pride in that. Yeah, limitless love. 26, that is really good. 2 and 6 adds up to 8. So 8 is strength in the major arcana. Angel wings. So you are so loved by your spirit team. And I'm sensing that you lack love, most of you, from the outside. Because, yeah, people think you're a witch, you're creepy, you're this and that. And you probably attract a lot of wounded souls because you are a mature soul and some kind of a healer or divine craftswoman or man. But you are so loved in the spirit realms. And work with Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel if you like to work with angels. Michael for sure, I'm seeing his blue divine light here. Your angel team's always by your side. And if you are dealing with, you know, kind of intense stuff and people and situations, it's always good to work with angels or invite for angels to work through your hands, you know. Let your hands be a tool for angelic energies. I pulled the same card in group number 1. It always surprises me that this happens so often. I pull the same cards. It's because some people watch several piles, but there you go. Shining bright, number 30. You are here to shine your light. You're not supposed to hide this light. You're not supposed to hide your gift. Be proud. See your gifts as a blessing. Work them. Take it as a compliment when people are kind of scared or fearful of how powerful you are. And the more you do that, the more you will transmute your energy and create something beautiful with it. You're meant to shine. Don't hide it away. Maybe you also grew up in a household or family dynamic or society or in some kind of church where your spiritual gifts were again demonized, and where you were told that that's of the devil, and you know how toxic religion can sometimes be. So it's easier said than done, but shake that off and know that you are so blessed and you're very angelically loved. And you don't have to convince everyone, you know, if people don't want to be convinced that what you do is, you know, divine and good, then just let them be in their shadow. It's not your job to awaken everyone. Community, I love that so much. So there is a lot of truth to what I've just said. You know, also, you're clairsentient when you say things because you feel like talking about them, and then later on you get confirmation why you said those things, just as you saw now. This happens to me quite often. I talk about something and then I pull a card that reflects exactly that. So you are the same. You have an issue with family dynamics and kind of social dynamics and communities. Possibly you had some quite, you know, jealous or negative kind of brainwashing, doctrine practicing community energy around you. Emancipate yourselves from that. Break free from it. Love who you are. Just be proud and understand how blessed you are about your gift, and you will attract a community of like-minded people who are absolutely aligned. And I think that the more you find healing and balance with your gifts, the more you will attract people who are also incredibly gifted, and together you can make magic happen, which is so lovely. Again, we have 2 and 5, which is 7. So watch out for angel number 777. If you see that, it's confirmation that you are on the right path. So this is your reading. If you made it until the very end and you want to let me know, leave a bird emoji. Thank you for putting up with all the trippy things that happened. If you want to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Thank you to my channel members and to all of my supporters, sending you many blessings, and until very soon, hopefully. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 3, everyone who resonated with the rainbow orb ear. So in this reading, we will be finding out about your gift of clairaudience and how you can discover it and work on it. You might also be drawn to any of the other groups today, because we all have all of these gifts within us. It's just that not everyone has an interest in them. Not everyone knows how to work with them. If you hear something that does not feel right for you, don't take it. It's a collective reading. Only take what resonates and feel peaceful about what doesn't. The cards are already falling out, but that's too early. I'm just shuffling. We will be having a look at your image first. I'm inviting you to look at it too, if it's safe for you to do so, because many people listen to me while driving. So only do that when you can. Give it your full attention. I need to take my grounding breath first. Do this with me if you like. Okay. I don't know what it is about this earring, but I even mentioned it in the intro that this earring might be an important sign for some of you. Is someone here named after a flower? You know how there are flower names like Rose and Daisy. Is your name Daisy? Or Erica? Is Erica a plant, I believe? Let me know, because there is something about your first or last name being linked to a flower or a healing plant, maybe. You could also be very much into working with spirits and beings, and you honor them by wearing jewelry that has a connection to them, or maybe you have tattoos, but this flower thing. Now, we all choose our names because before we are born, we make karmic contracts, and everything that you might think is outside of your control is actually a combination of your own free will and your pre-birth plan and other people's free will, but we choose our names, and names are so meaningful. If you know about numerology, you work with your full name as well, apart from your date of birth. So maybe look up your life path number, and anything else about numerology could give you a lot of information and answers that you need to move forward, and about your spiritual gifts. Now, your hearing is very sensitive. Some of you will already know that, some of you don't. You might be very musically gifted, whether you realize it or not. And something that comes to mind here is, you know how there are certain frequencies that only certain age groups can or can't hear? I think you can hear them all. And some of you, without really understanding it, you know how there's different layers of sound waves and there is white noise, and you hear a lot of that noise that can't be heard by other people. And it's because you are connected to these frequencies that are not normal, but that do exist in this world. Now, you might not actually hear any music or words in it, just, you know, kind of white noise. Understand that this comes from your gift of clairaudience. Now, you are being encouraged here actually to look up some acupressure points on your ear and massage them, because if you want to kind of trigger this gift in a positive way, you need to activate the energy points. I believe I told group number 1 to massage their third eye chakra. Now I'm telling you to kind of massage your ears. There are, I don't know much about this, but all organs and all body parts have an acupuncture and acupressure point in the ear. So do that. And I'm seeing something. And I said that, and the screen in front of me turned black. I see a figure, I see a dancing figure, and their head looks at the same time like an energy ball they are playing with or juggling. And I also see the color blue really stands out. Are you someone who actually can hear colors? That is not normal in the sense that everybody can do it, but it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It's much the opposite. So some people can taste colors, some people can feel colors. Can you hear colors? Or is there something about the word blue? Do you have that name blue, that word blue in your name maybe? Have you been seeing blue orbs? Do you have a favorite song that has blue in it? Something about blue. And I always talk about color therapy and how colors really help us heal and cleanse and do magic. Look into blue, what it means, and also your aura might be blue. I shared this with my channel members that I can see people's aura, and I told my channel members what their aura was. So a blue aura, a blue energy field. Maybe you have a connection to blue beings or to Archangel Michael or anything else that is linked with that color. but there is a lot more to find out about your gift. So yeah, let's jump into the tarot. Let me turn off my computer screen first. This is the Wondrous Tarot, for those of you who are wondering. Now please, Spirit Team of group number 3, give us some more information that will help group number 3 with their gift of clairaudience. I'm being shown an angelic being and watching over you, helping you with this gift. And they're saying something about calcite. Do you love calcite stones or something? Something about calcite. Only take it if it resonates. Right. Now, please, what's up with group number 3's gift? What do they need to know? Oh, I love this. I love this so much. Why do I love it so much? Because we have a rainbow here. Page of Cups. This is about, can be very psychic, but it's also an energy of surprise. And mind you, this person here, she's holding this cup very close to her ear and a fish is jumping out of it. Maybe you only picked this group because you love the image, but subconsciously you picked the group because you have this gift, but you know, consciously you didn't understand or know that you have this gift. So you might be very surprised if you dedicate your time and energy to exploring your clair audience, like look up information, do the massaging, you'd be very surprised how quick this works for you and the things that you will hear. These will be subtle things, but you know, that's just the way it is when it comes to supernatural frequencies here in this very practical, material, logical world. But you can totally pick up on that. And I love this light reflection here in the golden cup. So light worker energy for sure. What more do we need to know here? The 5 of Cups. That is such an interesting depiction of this card. Look how this man here is dipping this rose into this bowl. Okay, I get it. What's it called? Like bowl singing, or you know, these. I used to know exactly what it was called. You know, you have these singing bowls. They are magical gifts to humanity because their frequency aren't only nice to listen to, the sound waves actually penetrate our physical layer and activate our chakras. You should get into singing bowls. Get one of your own. And if you're really into that, look up singing bowls from Tibet. You can get some and you can help people locally, you know, fair trade singing bowls from Tibet. That might be something you really want to do because you get a handcrafted one and you help local people there make a living. So singing bowls. Yeah, and something about the smell of roses. Now, I don't know if you need healing first, because often we become healers for other people after we have healed ourselves. Or maybe you are fortunate in this lifetime and you have always had a whole heart, you know, a wholesome heart, which I hope is the case for everyone. But understand that if you learn these healing techniques through singing bowl therapy, you can help so many other people. You are, again, musically gifted. If you have been considering picking up an instrument, no matter how old you are in human years, it is never too late for you to do that. So pick up an instrument. You are very talented musically. Listen to more music and get going with these crystal bowls. Yeah, you also have bowls that are made out of crystal. I'm saying singing bowls, sound therapy, and also aromatherapy. So really this is an invitation to combine these gifts to help yourselves and other people. Maybe you already are a musician. It's so interesting. oh my gosh, I need to cover that body part here. But for those of you who've watched other groups in this reading, didn't we have the 7 of Cups in every pile so far? Anyway, this card in the reverse is highly psychic. That's really what you want to see in a reading like this. And I'm gonna just place it down and cover this body part here. Okay, that works well. Again, we have this rose in a bowl, and so many bowls are being offered to her, and there is a key. So clearly, you have to unlock your gift of sound therapy, and you will be able to heal so many pains and wounds that other people have. These bowls and other sound frequencies, if you have an instrument that you love to work with, then maybe don't do the bowl thing, do the instrument thing. Like for me, violin music does that when I play it. Do whatever tickles your fancy, or if you are an audio engineer like my brother, you can make any form of music and sound frequency that is blessed to help other people, okay? So they might come to you and ask you to cleanse out negative energy that they carry with them. You can help them manifest. You can help them become more calm and peaceful and centered. You can help them create abundance and manifestation. Really look up what certain sound frequencies manifest in the physical. You know, there's angelic frequencies, there is abundance frequencies, all of that. Look into it. This is your gift. And key symbolism is very important in your case, and this card came out in the reverse. Why is that? Because this is a highly, psychic, supernatural topic. Most of you know this, but many people who are new to the whole tarot thing, or very limited in their thinking and perception, think that reversed cards mean something negative. That is not the case. They can mean that, but they can also mean that something is intensified, or a positive meaning of a otherwise negative card. It all depends. Always follow your intuition in everything that you do. Don't follow logic, follow your heart. Something is being shown to me about the musical note F, and or maybe this F stands for frequency, but please look into musical notes and what chakra they trigger within the body if it's played. And the note F, I don't know it, but if you have the time, look it up and share it with us in the comment section. What chakra, what energy does the musical note F symbolize? I'm very curious. The 9 of Swords in the reverse. Okay. This is interesting. Look how much pink and red and orangey tones are in this card. These colors are very vibrant and very positive. But there's a lot of, swords attacking this lady, trying to find balance. So this is a little bit of a warning, and only take it if it resonates. But if you become a legitimate healer, or someone who deals with things and works with things that go against people's logic, other people will attack you. People who are jealous, people who are very narrow-minded, they will attack you. And also always protect your energy field. I am talking from experience here. If you deal with a lot of other people, even though you help them and they are very grateful, you take in their low vibrations. So protect yourselves from all of these negative influences that could be there. And I think this is why I saw this angelic being helping you with it. So angel number 444 is about angelic connections. And how many hertz is angelic frequency? Look it up. Maybe you should play that for yourself before and after you help other people, or before you do some shadow work. Okay, but you are very gifted, very talented, and if you explore this musical gift further, you'll be very successful with it. And again, always trust your ear as well. You might be able to hear that something is you know, helpful, healing, or whatever. And if you hear it and you feel instinctively that is the right thing to do, go for it. Don't look for approval first and look it up on the internet. Is this correct? So yeah, this is very interesting so far. If you find this very interesting, please give the video a thumbs up, it helps a lot, and leave a comment. If you don't know what to say, leave a purple heart, and if you are new and would like to join our lovely tribe, then please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. Now on to my Oracle of the Seven Energies. It's German, so I'll be translating. Rainbow symbolism is such a strong theme in this reading. And again, you might be someone who can hear colors. And I'm very sure there's lots of information out there already as to what color represents what frequency. And I feel like I have a strong feeling that your aura might be shades of red, orange, and pink. You are super vibrant, so please turn your creativity and your passions into sound and give it to the world. You will create a lot of happiness and joy for people who need it. 34, you have the key symbolism again in this keyhole, the key to new wisdom. So really, this wisdom that we are exploring now in the new age is old wisdom that past generations had, and then this wisdom was hidden and suppressed because you can't you can't abuse it. Well, you probably could, but you can't make a lot of money from it, and it helps individuals be independent, and powers in control don't want that kind of wisdom, so it's all coming back. Also, this could very well be a gift from a past life of yours that you are reconnecting with now. I have readings with keys in them and with kind of portal keyhole symbolism. If you want to find out more about it, I will leave some links in the description box down below. Remind me if I forget, but I love for you this key symbolism. Unlocking your potential for sure. Also, apart from the whole musical thing, which this reading seems to be about, you might be able to hear voices from spirit beings. And that is logical when it comes to clairaudience, but here in this reading, your spirit team wants for you to focus on sound frequencies and music. Hold on. Seeing something. I'm seeing like it's not really seen with the physical eye on this card, but I see like a Santa pulling a sleigh. If you are watching this in real time, it's a timeless reading, but Christmas is coming up soon, and play some Christmas music, some jolly Christmas tunes, or like make your own kind of psychic supernatural Christmas music. 43, that is amazing. Mirrored numbers, 3443, and perfect confirmation for those of you who are coming from the pile where I pulled this card and told you to watch the Clairaudience one as well. You're doing the right thing because it's confirmed here. The spirit of gratitude, and now for some reason this holiday energy is coming up. I am recording this reading in real time when my Americans celebrate Thanksgiving. We don't really celebrate it in Europe that much, but that gratitude is the highest vibration when it comes to manifestation. And when you feel grateful for something, you will attract many more things to be grateful for. And you probably also have the gift of clairvoyance, or you are a very visual person as well. You love visual aesthetics, and you see a lot of beauty and things where other people can't really see the beauty, and then you bring it out. So you have a big artist energy to you. Maybe you also listen to music all the time, or you listen to music when you create your art. So that's all very good, and angel numbers are definitely always confirmation for you, and mirrored numbers. Mirrors and keys are symbols that you should look out for as signs from your spirit team and your higher self. I have a recent reading with a big mirror as one of the groups, and it's my Your Reality Has Shifted reading, so maybe you want to watch that as well. 40. So 444, definitely the angels are with you. And it says Schwebezustand, which is the state of floating. And we have this floating triangular island here with the temple at the top. And this represents the two worlds. And I did want to say it here with the mirror symbolism. What you do and your gift is kind of a reflection of what higher developed advanced beings when it comes to spirituality do on the other side. So really work with any being that you trust in and that you feel you have a connection with, because they will work through you and with you. Definitely angelic frequencies here for sure. And also kind of gods and goddesses and other masters. Channel them, ask them to show them what frequency they work with, and then help other people with it. Also, again, I keep seeing the seashell everywhere. I don't know if this is something for me or for the collective, but seashells. Oh, I get it. When you put seashells against your ear, big ones, you can hear the ocean waves. Really, it's your own blood, but that's the logical explanation. Maybe work with natural sounds as well when you create your music magic to help other people, because you are able to hear what kind of sound is helpful for whatever purpose. For example, if you hear beauty in the sound of rain drizzling against a window, combine that with your music, or like you might hear other like sounds and noise that is really helpful. Like you are kind of a divine sound engineer. Combine nature sounds, or maybe birds singing or wind or whatever. Okay, this is crazy. 4444. If you see that number, this is definitely a message for you. And sacred reverence. In which pile did I draw this card? Because we've seen it before. And again, you have the key here. The keys are definitely for you. And maybe you should wear like a key charm on a bracelet or as a necklace or something. Do you have a key tattoo? Something about keys for sure. You have so much beautiful healing energy within you, and again, I feel like you might first want to use it to heal yourself, to do some shadow work on yourself, and then in the new world you'll be doing a lot of magic with the gift of divine sound frequency. I'm getting something here that might only resonate with one person, but it's very important to put that out there. You know how children, they sometimes sing songs in school or kindergarten, but really it's not that deeply explored in education, if you ask me. So maybe do something where you sing to children, where you teach children songs, or where you teach them to play instruments in a fun, creative way, because the children are our future leaders and they are very special children. So really, if you can connect children with music, or if you can do that, visit any kind of minority group that needs help, like elderly people in care facilities or sick people, and play music for them or sing with them, make music for them. That would create so much healing energy here on this planet that really needs it. Wow, I think this was my favorite group in this whole reading. If you made it until the very end and you want to let me know, leave a key emoji. If you'd like to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. Thank you so much to my channel members. Thank you so much to all of my supporters, and I hope I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye. Welcome to your reading, group number 4, everyone who resonated with Claircognizance. So we are about to find out from your spirit team how you can develop and discover this precious gift that we all have. And that being said, you might feel drawn to several groups in today's reading, and that is completely fine. So feel free to watch any of these readings because we all have these gifts, but of course we have, you know, our specialties, and yours might very well be claircognizance. What does that mean? It means that you just know. You know, it's your sacred divine intuition and connection that makes you understand truth and makes you understand and perceive energies without there being a necessarily direct or logical, rational trigger for it. This is a collective reading, so if you hear anything that doesn't feel right for you, don't take it. Only take what resonates and feel peaceful about what doesn't. It will be for someone else. I need to take my grounding breath again. Do this with me if you like. That feels so good each time. All right, so I really love this image. I love it so much. I love the beautiful third eye chakra on this lady's forehead. It also looks to me like a portal or like the sun. Now, your third eye chakra is probably very active, is probably very stimulated on its own. However, if you feel like you need to help this energy center a little bit, you know, massage it with your fingers or a crystal. Also, your crown chakra is very important. It's slightly above the crown of your head. So, but I'm getting now from your spirit team that you should do some kind of cleansing routine or ritual. Now, these rituals only work if you fully believe that they are efficient. Some of you might like to burn incense, you know, you love smudging, then do that. Others, I don't know what works for you. Is it crystals, or is it just, fresh air, or is it saying some positive prayers and blessings? I don't know. But I see kind of your aura, and I see that for some of you your divine gift of claircognizance is blocked because you have kind of this foggy, dense energy around your head that can be interference from the outside world. You know, there are literally toxins in the air. Also, you know, energetic toxins, you know, conditioning and negativity from other people, your negative self-talk. So you want to clear your head, really, is what you want to do, and do that as a mindful routine every day. Do some mindful breathing techniques with each inhale, you kind of take in these divine fresh energies, and with each exhale, you purge out the negative and create this energetic, blessed protection around you that no negative interference can reach you. And also, I feel like you are a great visualizer, so you might be clairvoyant as well. You might have already checked out group number 1. If not, you might want to do it. Visualize a channel. Visualize this channel of light, or whatever image works for you, between the cosmos and your crown chakra. That's how you can channel. If you are interested in channeling, you would have a great gift for it, but you obviously have to protect yourselves. You obviously have to be aligned with truth, so that only truthful information comes to you from beings of love and light. Be very strict about that. I feel like you would do great when it comes to receiving information and visions from any other high vibrational being. Also, hang on. Have you had prophetic dreams? Because I see you having those, some of you. And also not just prophetic nighttime dreams, also kind of prophetic visions, or it might have happened to you that you thought of a person and then you run into them a few hours later, or next day they call you or text you. Many people get that, but for you it might be a little bit more intense, like you think of a scenario when it comes to a person and then this scenario happens. So don't be afraid of that. You know, it's just you being so in tune with the energies that are already there, that they present themselves to you before linear timing happens. In, you know, reality, time is not linear. It's everywhere and always, so you can easily pick up on that. I feel like I need to give some reassurance or comfort from your spirit team to those of you who are afraid of this gift of, you know, prophecy. You know, the future is never set in stone. It's all energies and they can change. However, there are specific events that will absolutely happen if they are written in someone's fate and someone's life plan. But again, how it plays out and a few bits around it depend on the free will of everyone involved and on other factors. So you don't have to be afraid that, you know, there is some negative connection between what you see and what then happens on the outside. It's all good. It's all good. I hope that made sense. But yeah, this is really all I see from this beautiful image here. Someone might look a bit like this beautiful lady here. I feel like I needed to say that. Also, I got something about Indian heritage. Do you have Indian roots? Are you really invested in Hindu religion? That might be a message for someone here. Also, sacred geometry and kind of beautiful, satisfying, symmetrical shapes and art. Are you into that? Do you make that? I feel like if you struggle with anxiety, you might find great relief in making art, or, you know, get yourself one of these adult coloring books. That's just something that I was shown here. I'm being shown something else. Hang on. What is that? I see a little bit of a scary face there. For those of you who see things that are not so pleasant, make sure you protect yourselves. Only allow for frequencies to reach you that respect you and that are of truth and love and light. This really works. So you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries, because if you are very open, you know, you pick up on everything. It's like you have an antenna, and this antenna just receives frequencies. So adjust and tune your antenna in a way that it doesn't affect you negatively. We all can do it. It's just about your intention and your mindset. Okay, and your own energies, because fear attracts fearful things. Don't be fearful, because you have no reason to. Now let's jump into your tarot. I love this tarot deck a lot. It's the Enchanted Garden Tarot, and it has this wand here that I want to kind of talk about. This reminds me of two things. It reminds me of Sailor Moon and her kind of magic wand. Getting a lot of Sailor Moon energy. I just love her so much. And I'm also seeing the Aesculapian staff. So yeah, again, if you are using your gift correctly, you will be a healer. Automatically, you will use this gift to heal yourself and others. So there is great healing potential here. And again, rainbow symbolism and color therapy. Lotus flower representing your crown chakra. So do some crown chakra opening and closing meditations. It's very important that if you're not doing any kind of psychic or spiritual work, close that chakra down again, so that you don't end up, you know, overwhelmed and burnt out. Now, spirit team of group number 4. Sorry, I'm a bit out of breath. Not feeling too great right now. Just bear with me. Group number 4, please, what do they need to know? Spirit team of group number 4 about their gift of divine knowing. You just know. You can always trust your intuition, and you can always trust, you know, your thoughts and feelings, because you just know. I love that we have the Hanged Man in the reverse, because now it just looks like he or she is dancing. This looks so beautiful. And look at that. There is a crown chakra thing here going on. I see this like a crown. Okay, upside down. There is nothing wrong with you. I feel like this reassurance will help you a lot to know that there is nothing wrong with you. If you know these things, if you pick up on these things, if you have prophetic dreams, you know, and no one else has that ability, doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you. You're just very special, okay? Shift that perspective about yourself and about your gifts, and it will truly transform how you handle them and how you can work with them. So it's all good. It's all good. And also here, this Hanged Man, in this way, looks like he is dancing in two realms. This information came up in one of my readings I did in summertime of 2024. I don't know when you're watching, this is timeless, but it was about someone balancing their existence between the earthly realms and other realms. So the reason you are so good at channeling or at, you know, receiving information is because parts of you is actually on the other side where this information is being sent to you from. So yeah, and people always forget that our higher self is always in those realms, all right? Only part of our soul is incarnated here. And you will get a lot of power from knowing these things and understanding them and appreciating them. Also, I'm getting a message for someone, and you will know if this is you. Don't freak out if it's not. You will probably give birth to a child which will be from this other realm. I keep on saying, because it's so true, all the children that are being born into this world right now are very special, you know, are very advanced spiritually, because they will build the new world. So could be that you will become a parent. If not, don't worry. Okay, the Ace of Swords. We have another crown here, and I see doves. I feel like in this reading you won't hear so much about how you should handle this gift, because you already know and have discovered it. It kind of tells you what you should use it for, and I hear the word peace bringer, or bringer of peaceful news. You know how the world is a disaster right now. There is so much conflict, there is so much pain, there is so much corruption and confusion, but this will end soon. And with Pluto in Aquarius, which is a new era we're now in, you know, that negative control from the controllers, elites, will soon end, and the new kind of rulers, which I hate this word because it kind of suggests that there is a hierarchy and that there is oppression, the new people who will guide, okay, larger groups will be very connected to the divine. And I feel like if you channel information from the Akashic records or from higher beings, you can bring people a lot of peace and a lot of faith and a lot of understanding. So if you're wondering how you should use your gift, bring information that will help people understand that we are not lost, that there is hope, that there will be a better world. And maybe ask, I don't know what beings you would like to contact, ask those beings what we can do to rebuild Mother Gaia and to heal our wounded society. Okay, that is so interesting. That's the Four of Swords. So there is a message about you. You would be very successful if you did meditation and if you did out-of-body meditation again. Whether you realize this or not, you are probably existing in several different realms. And again, if you remember that time and space are relevant, this is completely possible. Do you work on astral travel, lucid dreaming, or out-of-body experiences? Because to me, this person seems like they are floating. And here we have these angels praying over this person. So, and it's number 4. So that's an angel number 444. If you see that, it means that these realms want to work with you, want to reach you. And maybe you are one of them, even though that is extremely rare, you know, to be an angelic being having a human experience. But you are kind of encouraged here to visit these other realms. And if you are someone who has a knowing about how these other realms look like, how they function, and how they interfere in a good way with our world, it's because you are claircognizant. And this information shouldn't really be new to you. You should already know, because if you're truly claircognizant, this should not be new to you. This should be confirmation. Also, a lot more information will come to you when you channel if you do it in a relaxed state where there is no noise or light interference, you know, on your own, kind of meditating. And a lot happens when you're in bed and about to drift off, in that in-between stage where you're not quite, you know, in your sleep state yet, but you're not awake either. That is a very kind of precious twilight zone. In that state, you can communicate a lot with the other side and receive so much information. And I feel like to you, it might seem from the perspective of your logical mind like a dream, but it's not a dream. It's an actual communication with the other side. And now, in my left ear, I'm hearing ringing. If that happens to you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. I'm giving you spiritual advice as a medium. But all symptoms that our body has have, you know, a spiritual reason as well. And it could be that your ear ringing, if it happens in specific circumstances, is a sign that kind of your energies merge with higher vibrational energies. And this often happens to me when I talk about or communicate with beings from the other side. So that's what that could be. Also, again, I'm being shown for the second time, and now I'm saying it because I didn't say it in the first time it happened. I'm seeing this V shape. I'm not quite sure if this is a name like Valerie or something. Or are they talking about a vortex? I don't quite know what this is about, but I see a V shape, and you will understand if this is for you. You will know, you will understand. Is this your first name? Is this the name of a place? Or is this a symbol? V shape, upside down or in the upright? Okay, that is the 9 of Wands. I love the symbolism on these cards because it's quite different. Look how she's kind of, she's half asleep. She's also floating again. There's a lot about here, you know, you're not very grounded, and it might feel to you like this is a negative thing because you are in a very kind of materialistic, physically oriented society, but you are not grounded because you are so open and connected with another side that is not material. So embrace that, really embrace that. And there is a message about illness, or do you feel you might be chronically ill, or you might feel very weak and you sleep a lot. You might feel dizzy. Again, if that's the case, go see a doctor. I'm telling you what that means spiritually. It's just a symptom of you kind of not feeling grounded and centered in your body. You know, all of these truly psychic, amazing gifts come with a price usually. Often the price you have to pay is going through severe trauma so that you seek answers and then heal and learn. And sometimes it's just not feeling well in the physical body because your soul's essence is probably not, you know, you're not from this human world. or you are about to break the incarnation cycle on planet Earth. That does not mean that you will pass away right now. For those who are not educated, I know most of you are, but I get a lot of hate when I talk about these truths. For those of you who don't know, that just means that you won't have to come back to planet Earth anymore, and that you will incarnate in the realm that is much easier and more high vibrational. So try and see your weakness as a strength, because it means that you are very powerful psychically and spiritually. And also when you feel weak, tired or dizzy, lay down and do a meditation. Maybe it's your spirit team or your higher self telling you, hey, it's time to connect with us. And you will be rewarded by feeling stronger physically when you have done it. Just try that. It's just an idea, just a suggestion. Okay, now let's get some oracle cards. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. It would help a lot. Comments help a lot as well. So if you don't know what to say, leave a butterfly emoji, because that truly represents who you are. Just magically transformed being who can fly away to the other side. And if you are new and would like to join our lovely tribe, then please subscribe and turn on the bell if you want to be notified when I post new content. This is the Oracle of the Seven Energies. I always forget for some reason. It's German, so I'll be translating lovely rainbow symbology in all of these decks today. Please give some more information. I know I just said butterfly, but probably the dragonfly is your spirit animal. Dragonflies are highly psychic animals that help us with all endeavors that have to do with psychic abilities. I have a dragonfly emoji for my members. I believe that's on the other channel anyway. I love dragonflies. I hope you do too. Wonderful. 45. Jenseits des Gewöhnlichen means outside the ordinary, beyond the ordinary. Yeah, you are not ordinary. But that being said, I don't like when we kind of talk down on people who are not as spiritually advanced. They're not any less than us, okay? But you are just not earthly normal, and that is a good thing. Embrace it. This person, can't tell whether they're male or female, doesn't matter. They are embracing themselves, so please embrace that you are more on the fragile side physically, because it means that you are so psychic and spiritual. Embrace that you feel like you don't fit in because you have abilities others don't have yet. Embrace that and love yourself for it. And if you do that, you will unlock your true potential and the journey will be easier for you. I love this image a lot. And you might be American Indigenous, or you might have a spirit guide who is, or do you feel drawn to that culture and its traditions a lot? That might be a sign for you. Indigenous cultures all over the world have great techniques to connect with the other side. Have great mediums. I love that. I love this card so much because it looks just like your Hanged Man in the reverse. There she is, okay, and it's Der Ruf der Muse, the calling of the Muse, 31. Feel comfortable that you can dance between the two realms. It's really a gift. And yeah, I'd love to know what you see in these realms that you do visit. It's a beautiful dance. The more you embrace it, the easier it will be on you. And you have this knowing, yeah, that it's time for you, I don't know, to visit this other place, or that, you just know what to do. But sometimes I feel like you suppress that urge for whatever reason. Kind of try to not suppress your knowing and your intuition out of fear. Give into it and trust it. Yes, wonderful. We have a lotus here because you are my Claircognizance group 48. And Ein Hauch von Magie is like a touch of magic, but in German we say a gasp of magic. So again, mindful breathing is so important. And you know how in some traditions, breathing can put you into a trance-like state or deep meditation. The Kundalini breath, do not do it if you are a beginner. It can cause a lot of damage, but there are great breathing techniques to experience all kinds of magic, so really dive into that. And he has absolutely confirmed that you are able to exit your body, okay? And understand that if you have this knowing that no one can explain why you know things that you shouldn't, is kind of probably because your soul travels and, you know, sees the future or sees what other people go through, is because you are able to leave the physical shell, or you know, you have such a good antenna that reaches far beyond the ordinary. And the lotus flower is your thing, really, is your sign. I wish I had an oracle card with a lotus flower and a dragonfly. That would be so you. And again, I feel like I need to reassure you that this is absolutely magical. What you can do is not creepy, it's not, you know, something that you should frown upon. It's beautiful. All right, so I told you, but you might really want to watch the Clairvoyance group as well. 21. Bloßgestellt is exposed in German. Now, I see two different interpretations here. Either you have exposed some people because you knew what they were up to and you exposed them, and that freaked people out or possibly has made them turn against you, something. Or maybe you feel exposed and vulnerable whenever you talk about these gifts that you do have. And, you know, I always say this, be so careful who you share your spiritual and psychic journey with and your experiences, because other people's judgment can really interfere and bring us down. So only share with trustworthy people. And if you use your gift for the benefit of others, it could be, that you help expose evil because you see it. Because you can't be deceived, because you see it and you know it, all right? So, and it's very important that you are with one foot in this world. So you're not supposed to leave yet before it's your time, because you have an important job to do. This is definitely linked to your karmic purpose in this lifetime. Wow, we have reached the end of group number 4. If you watched it all and you want to let me know, leave an eye emoji. And thank you so much to those of you who have watched all 4 piles. If you have, kudos to you, thank you so much. But I'm not expecting anyone to do that. It's just it makes me happy, and it's also quite mind-blowing that some people watch all piles from, you know, start to finish. I hope you found this helpful. If you would like to send in some cards or crystals, I have an Amazon wishlist link in the description box down below. I'm sending you many blessings. Thank you to my channel members, and thank you to literally everyone who watches until the end and who supports me. Until very soon, hopefully. Bye.